at iHeartRadio, we are talking to bands about songs that, impassion them, that empower them, that, songs maybe that make you laugh, cry, dance, songs that you're listening to in the van when you're touring or whatever, just kind of trying to get inside your musical brain. And you guys can both, obviously answer the question, and it can be old or new, and just things that, move you, or things that you want people to know about. And you can think about it for a second, because I know when people ask me that, I'm like always listening to 5,000 things, and then I go blank when people ask me. So
hard. Well, the first thing that comes to my mind was we were talking about the other day. I've kind of been in a little nostalgic mood just listening to a lot of older music. And partly, it's funny, coming of age on the record is kind of that. It does that for me anyways. It's a nostalgic song, and it kind of brings you back to that. I mean, literally the coming of age moments in your life when you first fall in love with a girl, or you get in trouble as a teenager, things like that. And we were listening the other day, it came on, and I just was taken back by the song Take My Breath Away is what it was, right?
Yeah,
by Berlin. That's in Top Gun, that old song. And I was talking to the group of the guys. I was like, man, this song, just every time I think about, like, in high school, like, the first girl that I fell in love with, and I would just, like, go down. It's so cheesy, but I would go down in my, like, truck. I was just 16, so it was, like, going and driving somewhere by yourself was so cool, because it was like, I'm by myself. I can do whatever I want. I'm, like, free. And I'd go and sit at the lake at night and, like, blast that song and just, like... imagine, like, this girl that I loved so much, it was like such a young love thing. But that song, it's cool to have a song like that, like, move you so much, and it be nostalgic. You listen to it, and I immediately am, like, in my truck at the lake, And Cubbie and I kind of, like, had the same feeling with that song. It's an interesting thing.
Totally.
that is adorable. You're like the original Lloyd, or you're like the real life Lloyd Dobler. I feel like, from Say Anything. It was John Cusack's character when he holds the boombox up with Peter Gabriel song.
The guys constantly kind of rip on me because I'm somewhat of a heartthrob in that I just love like romantic comedies and like chick flicks. I have this, I don't know what it is, man. I've always had like a thing for that. I get made fun of all the time for it, but it's cool.
No one should make fun of you. Like romantic comedies and they're amazing. What's your favorite romantic comedy? Now I have to ask. Like what? Because it's probably going to be one of mine. But I am also a girl.
Say Anything's really good, actually. Man, I don't know if I have a favorite.
Well, then give me some that you go back to, like that you revisit on the regular.
I
love that you're like this hopeless romantic. It's so adorable.
I mean, Love Actually is great. You know what I've seen a ton? It's kind of embarrassing. Is what is it? Is it 10 Things I Hate About You? I think is that what it's called?
With Heath Ledger.
No, that's the different one I'm thinking of. Matthew McConaughey and what's her name?
About the girlfriends, like the breaking.
Matthew McConaughey and what's her name? That looks like exactly like her mom.
Oh, Kate Hudson. Oh. Yeah, How to Lose a Guy in 40 Days.
40 Days. I was just thinking of a number. I've seen that way too many times. I own it, and I don't know why, but I've seen it so many times. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. I'm a sucker for like a Kate Hudson or like a Reese Witherspoon romantic comedy.
Totally.
Reese is awesome.
Yeah, it's so funny. Aw, things you learn about Mark Pontius. At South by Southwest. You're great. No, actually, you should not let them make fun of you because now, like, women around the world will be swooning even more over you.
And my girlfriend actually, like, loves that. I'm glad that she gets along with that. I mean, she really loves it. So I don't mind being made fun of it anymore. It's worked for me, so.
And you know why she loves it? Because she's like, awesome, now I get to watch How to Lose a Guy in 40 Days a million times because Mark will watch it with me. That is awesome. Do you have any songs that, I mean, I know that you also can connect to the Berlin song, but is there anything that sticks out?
When he was telling that story, I actually thought of a story. Being 16, just getting my license, and it was actually a plan that my buddy and I had for months. He's like, when you get your license, we're going to drive around town and listen to Bohemian Rhapsody. and
so this is a plan that
this
you
was
made.
a plan. And the funny thing was, I actually, when I turned 16, I inherited a Volvo, 1986.
Wow, that's fancy.
Volvo, which was awesome. But the thing is, at the time, it didn't have a tape deck or a CD player. So I get my license, and I pull up my buddy Colin's house, and I said, all right, let's do it. But we don't have any way to play this thing. So we went to the store and bought a little, like, boombox, put batteries in it, and drove around town listening to Bohemian Rhapsody on repeat out of this little boombox. It was pretty classic.
That is awesome. Again, with the external boombox, Lloyd Dobler style. I love it. Well, you guys are great, and I know now who to call when I need to see a rom-com and listen to some great 80s jams. You two are top of my list.
Here we go.
Thank you, guys.